We are live from MBA Servicing. My guest is Dustin Moore, VP of Product Management for Residential Tax at CoreLogic. Dustin, it's so great to speak to you today.
Yeah, hey, thanks for having me here. This is exciting. It's a great show. Super excited to see what you got for us today.
Amazing. So before we dive in, could you just introduce yourself and also your role at CoreLogic?
Sure. So I lead our residential tax product teams at CoreLogic, which is part of our servicing and payments division inside the company. And so we are really focused on helping servicers do things better, right? So we keep homeowners and taxing authorities and servicers sort of at, the central point of our business as each of our sort of equally weighted constituents and the people that we try to provide value for. And so we just try to take care of them every day with the best technology and solutions we can.
And how does CoreLogic's philosophy of every loan mattering impact your business and your interaction with your clients?
Yeah, so it's just really meaningful work, right? Because it's not just a property address, it's not just a loan number. It's my grandparents, it's my parents, it's the people I work with, it's my friends. And so to be able to make decisions that impact those folks and to know that the things that I do correctly and the things that my team does incorrectly and correctly throughout, the course of our business has a real impact on people. I think that's something that is really cool to be a part of. And then, I think the other thing is that every loan sort of stands on its own. Each one is nuanced. And so every loan does matter because every loan has its own sort of kinks and quirks, and we've got to work with each one individually, and that's the only way to take care of our customers really the way they deserve.
Your business recently announced the launch of digital tax onboarding decisions. What is that?
So we're pretty excited about this one. It really unpacks a lot of the nuance that's inside of an onboarding of a loan. And so, when we say nuance, what we mean is that taxes can the tax line setup can fluctuate a little bit depending on investor rules or geography or some of the exceptions impacting that tax amount. And so what onboarding decisions does is bounces all those data points that we have and that our customers provide us against a best-in-class rules library, and then layered on top of each servicer's bespoke business rules, and sets up those tax lines. And it really ends up doing two things for us. One is a more accurate line setup, and then the second is an operational efficiency, right? Because we get people from looking and verifying every loan to passing the easy ones through automatically, and then putting our humans in the loop on the things that might need a little bit more research or work. So pretty good from both the customer service and the efficiency angles.
And you mentioned data, and I know CoreLogic is all about data. So in this new launch, are you tapping into some of this huge lake of data that CoreLogic has access to and is incorporated into their database?
Sure, of course. So almost everything, not almost everything we do at CoreLogic taps into, again, that massive data asset, and onboarding decisions is no different. We use everything that we have at our disposal to ensure we have good customer experiences.
And last I checked, it's like thousands and thousands of data sources.
That's right. Yeah. It's many thousands. Yeah, for sure.
So what specific challenges in tax line setup does this new product launch address?
I would say it's really the nuance of each one. Again, there are differences geographically. There's differences depending on what happened at the closing table. There's a number of things that might make something not be the typical flavor that we expect. And so being able to run your own rules against that is something that is unique, first of all, and really it does bring us back to the idea that every loan matters, even the unique ones. Yeah.
So you sit atop this business that is helping with tax issues, helping your clients with tax issues. What challenges and trends are you seeing over the next 2 to 5 years that you think are going to impact your clients?
Yeah, sure. So, I think one is the experiences that our homeowners are having in other industries are raising the bar for what we do as servicers, right? So our digital experiences have to get better. Our communication methods have to get better. Everything has to match that consumer experience. And so I think that the one thing that we're really going to focus on is driving, a better overall digital servicing experience. Um, you know, the second thing I think about is education. So taxes and insurance, particularly the costs around each one of those, it's going to continue to be a challenging environment likely into the next few years. And so the way that we educate, sort of pre-educate our consumers and help them with some of the potential inevitabilities of payment changes over time, I think that that's an area of focus that we're all going to take a really sharp look at. And then the third is I expect data to start moving faster. Servicing traditionally kind of moves data around via flat files and Excel spreadsheets and things like that. I look for the pace of that to really pick up. I think we'll start to get into APIs and web services and things that start to exchange data more like our partners do on the origination side of things. Right. And so I think that's something that the servicers who have the infrastructure and the experience and the ability to handle that faster data movement are probably going to provide better experiences to their clients.
So we had your CEO, Pat Dodd, on stage at an event last year called The Gathering, where he kind of set the event abuzz with all of the AI capabilities that you're starting to integrate at CoreLogic. How is AI and other new technologies being integrated into the business that you help lead?
Sure. So, I think Pat's done, first of all, a great job of setting that culture, right? AI is going to be in our products. And so great job of leadership there on his part. And I think, looking at tax specifically, we're seeing really good results in what we're doing around forecasting. And so again, looking towards that trend of taxes are generally on the increase. Our servicers are interested in what's that going to look like for me? What does that look like for my business? What does my financial profile need to take into account based on these increases? And as we look at the testing results, it really, really impressive what I think we'll be able to bring to market here shortly.
Dustin, it has been so great catching up with you today. Really interesting conversation. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you. Appreciate it.